Hello again, viewers, and greetings, fellow space travelers. This is Thorn of Night, and welcome to another video on the Performium faction server. Hello, Ender Lady. Nice to see you here. And I have decided to give it a try on the shaders because I am being tossed lava. Nice. Because I am doing a lot of digging down in a hole, and I just wanted to look around and see this a little bit. It's different, but it's too dark for my taste. I've gotten used to the brighter colors of being in the normal settings, but before I change over, there is something I want you to see here. I'm not sure if you've ever seen Barbecue Q's chin. When they looked straight up, that's what you'd see. That's their chin. Looks kind of interesting. Very, very derpy of them. Very derpy. Anyway, uh, I have had a lot, or we have had a lot of things going on around here. Hold on. Let me change my shaders off of this. There we go. Absolutely huge difference there. And much brighter and clearer and everything. Obviously, I won't be able to see in an unlit area without popping torches, but that's what turning the shaders back on is for. So, with the help of Little Cuddles, we have a lot more storage. Ooh, a lot more storage for lava, and it's going to be coming into play here soon. There is a sequence of self-regenerating walls that I'm going to be adding as defenses around the already double-walled base that are just going to make it more and more difficult for people to try to come in. Uh, and once the third wall goes up, and it'll be all the way up to the build height, we'll still be in a skyblock. We'll just not have access to outside of the skyblock once we're in. So people will have to definitely have homes set elsewhere. Whole bunch of new things have been added and adjusted and changed. The Iron Golem spawner room has been sort of beautified. I'm not going to go down there right now because it goes clung, 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 and I don't feel like listening to it. We have had several new members join. Let's see here. I believe 2/3 of the apartments are filled. I did find out, let's see here, FS? No, FP? No, one of these will do it. F list. There we go, that's good. We have 8 players online right now. Wow, I didn't even realize. And that still doesn't answer my question. One of these will do it. Oh, I bet I know what it is. You're discovering with me, or I'm remembering, and you're discovering with me. F show skyblock. That's it. That's the one. We have a total of 22 members, but faction max power only goes up to 200. That means that even beyond 20 members, factions don't get any more power. That means I can't make the faction much bigger, but I am going to make the claims for the next wraparound because why not? But that's not the one thing that I wanted to talk about. What I really wanted to go over after I offload some of this and continue rambling is kits. There are all kinds of kits that you can get on this server. Most of them revolve around being ranked, but there are a couple on specifically this faction server that you can get that I think just everyone has access to. And there is a way to actually look up how many kits you have at your disposal and which ones you have used recently and which ones you are able to get. So first let me go /feed and then /kit. As you can see, it says starter, survival, iron, lapis, and then redstone, gold, and raid are scratched out. The kits are things that you can get, just they appear in your inventory for free by typing the requisite kit. So if I go like this, you can see what all stuff that I've got. I will put that there so you can look at all these. And then kit lapis. And you can see that I received kit lapis. Let's see what it is. Kit lapis gives you a pickle. It does look like a blue pickle. I never noticed that before. Some TNT, some okay-ish gears, some coal, golden apples, stuff like that. These I'm going to just dump the iron gear into here because we have enough of this stuff. Come on, go. And I'll keep these. I will go ahead and offload this new stuff to this chest here. And let's go /kit iron for people who are iron rank. Oh, and take a look at that. Oh, come on. Some lower quality gear, but some more different things there. Let me go ahead and offload these and throw the rest at the cactus, which is a very nice and convenient trash receptacle. I have not voted recently. Yes, I have. And then let's see here. There are two more kits that I did not know I had because I was just typing kit iron, kit lapis, kit redstone, kit gold. I did not know. Well, and kit raid. I was taught kit raid. And that's a source of some TNT, which if you need some money, do kit raid and sell some TNT. That's a great way to get some money. But there's also kit starter. Don't know what's in here, so let's take a look. Oh. A stack of arrows. Well, that's convenient. And some more of these things and a bow. Alright. Let's get rid of these. And if it bothers you that I'm just throwing these, you can get this stuff all the time. And with 20 faction members, almost everyone can get a lot of this stuff at this point. So let's see here. What was the other kit? /kit survival. Let's see what /kit survival does. I've not seen these before. Food. Whole bunches of food and some torches. That is cool. Alright. That's good to know. I'm not going to carry a whole stack of torches on me though. So there we go. Survival lets you eat for a long time. With kit survival, you could just not have any issues at all with Skyblock. Cool. So, those are the kits, but that's not all that's going on. There have been a few modifications to the Skyblock. Let's go up there. Or home Skyblock. And by a few modifications, what I mean is prepare to be surprised, I've been told. Where am I? What? Oh! Oh! They did it! Hey! It looks just like the spawn on the Skyblock. Ah, neat. Oh, it's snowing, but oh, wow! Wow! This is too cool! I'm going to tackle hug everyone. Well, that's neat. I've been postponing coming up here because I didn't want to ruin the surprise, but this is neat. I'm almost speechless. Almost. Wow. It sounded like someone was down here playing before. Um, I don't know what to... Oh, hi there. Hello. Oh, the the cactus farm has been given its own little island. Neat. Wow. Stuff's happening, and they replanted cool beans. So, I guess I need to get back to work because the base's defenses don't build themselves. As a matter of fact, slash home diggy, the third lid of or the third shell of the faction underground base is being finished. The torches are just for being able to see because, well, obsidian, but it's a sand baffler, basically. And then water is going to go on top of this. And then there's going to be a layer of water spilling over the edges here. And then there's going to be one set of regenerative walls, and then another set of regenerative walls, and then another wall that goes all the way up, and that's vertical regeneration. And then a 45-degree wall and all that other kind of stuff. There's our faction base is going to end up being this tiny little box inside this huge casket of nested walls. It's going to be very red or very lava-y and very watery. That's the brunt of it. But the idea of the regenerative walls is if you make sure that the water doesn't touch the lava source block and vice versa, water, when it runs into lava, as we know from Skyblock, turns to cobblestone. So if you have a whole bunch of lava, and it all runs into the side of water, then, say, I don't know, a great big tall sheet of lava source blocks, or at least every other one, because people are too tall, they won't be able to fit through one tall all that easily. You can ideally, let's say here, that's that. So this is where the lava is going to go. Say there's a water source block here where I'm standing, and there's a lava source block right there. That means the flowing water will touch right here, and then this lava, when it becomes exposed, will try to drift this way. When it does try to drift this way, this becomes cobblestone again. Now imagine this all the way down to bedrock, in rows upon rows upon rows of lots and lots of lava. That, is what is going on here. That's what's going on here for the next enclosure. Someone is activating a skill. So, a lot of progress. This is not too shabby for as early on as this is. So, there are people out in the field getting some obsidian, people out getting lava. This is getting dug, and all the other resources are being worked on. So, I'm really happy with the progress, but not happy enough to just sit around doing nothing. So I'm going to stop recording here and get back to actual work. I'll talk to you in a bit. So, little vacation from the Diggy project that's going on right now. Over here on the faction server, some of the faction members... Oh boy. Some of the faction members have discovered a custom-built little bit of land. It's got bare dirt, an interesting nether portal design, kind of artsy-fartsy. I like it. There's kit something coming out of one dizzy duck. Little crafting area here. But all this dirt, as I believe, is hand placed because the grass is slowly migrating to it. And there's this little hut here, not much to it. Oh, there's a piece of glass. I guess that's supposed to be an icicle. It says, Gary Skull, put your name here so you get remembered. Oh, Night Hunter was here. This is a nice place. Harbor 2007. Super Red 001. Gary Skull. Building community. Yay. I don't even... Okay. So, yeah, some icicles hanging from the trees. This is really cozy. Just someone carved out a little existence. But then there's also this thing here. Oh, spare bits connected over. I guess that's supposed to be either parkour, it caught fire, or something. I don't know. But, yeah, someone just found a spot, made it their own, and built a little alcove thing. I think it's kind of cool. And based on the dirt here, too, they probably even placed that water, is my guess. Yeah, that's neat. The things you find on factions. Cool. Back to work. So, Zero has the most interesting way of breaking the tedium of mining. I just noticed I was watching. They bounce when they dig. Just da 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 da. I asked why they did it. They said it's to break the boredom. They tap, they pound on their shift key while they dig. Now, I mean, granted, when I'm digging, I'm also holding shift, but I'm holding it. So, they take it to the whole new level. They just cannot sit still. They just bounce and run. They go look over there, and still they manage to be really, really productive. It's great. It's like watching a circus. It's just funny. I'm totally distracted by this. I've got to get back to work.
Thor,
Yo.
we gotta destroy this whole grass layer. It's one block too low.
What is one block too low?
Over, over here. This grass part is one block too low.
Well, this whole area is going to be getting... Why don't we go ahead and clear this out, since someone has to be sticking around anyway. Well, if you're... Oh, that's good. That's good enough. That's good enough. That's good enough. Derek, stop. Stop it. That's good enough. There. Now, go ahead and clear out all this dirt. There we go. And we might as well go ahead and just make the hill. I didn't dig out under you, did I, Johnny?
Derek, no TNT, no TNT, no TNT, no TNT.
I already did it! I set it off!
No TNT, no.
Only, it actually broke in a very nice state.
Derek.
Yeah? Yes.
One TNT right here. Right where my feet are. Alright, light it. Back off.
Block.
There you go. Let's see here. One TNT right here. Back off, Zero.
Poor sheep.
Hey, Johnny, are you getting more obsidian? Okay, good. Figure I can finish digging the ceiling, Derek can be blasting the holes on one side, and then you can get the obsidian. Oh my god, Helixio finally joined factions.
We don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that.
I'm just stuffing everything in my player vault.
Okay, did everyone get it? No, we need to see this thing again. Wow, a secret chest. Wow, that was really that's really surprising.
Well, after a whole lot of work that's gone into this, the next box is done, and this has it is called a sand baffler, as I understand it. Basically, what it does is it makes it so when people do fire sand at it, it has a chance to just, instead of come to rest on the obsidian, just slide over here and become a loose item, rather than this whole thing being loose slabs. Apparently, this is an even better design. I don't understand why, because I haven't really messed with it myself that much, but as I understand it, this is the better option. Uh, Also, I have just recently finished with the trough that goes down all the way to the bottom, and ooh, it's dark. The beautiful thing about this trough is, as long as you've got a water breathing potion and some patience for the top bit here, you can rather easily go through and just gradually replace this whole wall with obsidian. And the cost of obsidian is, let's see here, it's about, it's just over 3 stacks of obsidian all the way around on this edge here. So it's not as much as I was anticipating it being, which means the obsidian will last a bit longer. However, for right now, we're going to have to split our obsidian between here and the rest of the base. But I'm just about ready to finish the actual last step. And what that is I'm going to be placing slabs along the bottom all the way around, and I have several layers up from the bottom of obsidian down there. I think it's 7 or 8 high, maybe, and it also goes down into the bedrock layers. But there's a lot of obsidian down there, and I'm going to be putting more slabs down at the bottom, and then capping this off so that I can make an infinite water pool up here, and then going all the way around and watering the whole thing all the way down, making sure even the corners are wet. And then comes the self-regenerating wall phase 1. Also, as a side effect of this being water back here and this having the lava for the self-regenerating wall, if someone does manage to punch through the other two self-regenerating walls that'll be there and gets to this one here, which this is also going to be self-regenerating because there'll be the water there and the lava there, this will act as a last chance self-regenerating wall. Half of the time, it will turn into stone. Whoops. Or cobblestone, I mean. And then the other half, it will turn into obsidian. Maybe. It may actually just stone the whole thing. I'm not sure. Now, I'm not going to have the perfectly square corners set up. There's going to be something else that goes on here. Apparently, there is something called a corner buster or something like that that makes the square corners a little bit problematic. Unless you do it exactly perfect and just it's a hassle. But there is a secondary design that I'm going to possibly fiddle with for the corners here. But this is going to be where the lava meets the water. Definitely am going to have to put the water one farther out for this one. That way the lava here will interact with both of those corners. This actually, right here, this may be obsolete as a block, but at least for the first round of defense, it being there might be helpful. And even if they target this and this breaks and that breaks, it'll still self-regenerate because, well, lava here. Also, this is going to be built up higher, and then the second and offset copy of this that's going one farther out is going to be staggered. So let's say someone comes in there and breaks through. Let's get rid of all this intermediate stuff. Oops. Let's say that this is one of the self-regenerating pieces of cobblestones. Someone breaks through, and then, or rather, they break through the self-regenerating here. Then there's going to be another wall offset, so that even if they do break through this, they still will have to deal with another space here. Did I just break that bottom one again? I'm explaining this sort of poorly, but ultimately, if even with this gap here, if they manage to shoot through that hole or this hole, it will encounter a self-regenerating block here and here when they shoot through. So it's several layers of defense of different varieties, so that it's going to have to be whole different sorts of cannons and all that kind of stuff to chew through. Yeah, someone could probably come in with millions of dollars worth of creeper eggs and blast their way in. Nothing's preventing anyone from doing that ever, except funds. But shy of that, I'm going to try to make this as involved as possible at many different layers, very oniony and cakey. It's going to be quite the ordeal just to make it, let alone to break it, I hope. The only other thing that I'm afraid of is someone could just come in here and say, oh, well, let's release a dozen withers and see what happens there. And if someone does that, then there probably isn't much that I'm going to be able to do about that. Unless the self-regenerating walls stop withers. If that's the case, then giggles. But this is all going to remain underground and concealed until such time as we have all the resources for making the absolutely wonderfully tall vertical wall. And that is significantly farther out. And, well, to be honest, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's going to be 6 farther out, and then 7 is where it's going to start. So it's a bit farther out from here, and that wall is going to just go all the way from bedrock up, 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 all the way to the build height. This is getting us an additional cap over it as well, and these staggering walls are going to go up higher. So this isn't even the last roof. It's I'm going to try to make it as annoying and fascinating as possible. Who knows? Maybe there'll be a bajillion factions that decide to come and raid us all at once. But if that's the case, then it's just going to be a matter of time, I think. Unless people on the inside here can continue repairing and adjusting. And then it'll be time to vacate the premises and make a new claim. Which that would suck, but at least we wouldn't be starting with nothing. Everyone, for the most part, is keeping most of their valuable stuff in their personal inventory. We have a few, like, community supplies out, and yeah, we've spent a bunch of time... Oh, they're shooting cows. We've spent a bunch of time gathering resources, and some of those are in chests, but a lot of them are just stuff we've either found from some minor raiding and stuff from the crate drops and crate keys and all the voting stuff. It's basically stuff that we've used for the base itself, as well as maybe a few decorations. So at this point, we're just scrambling to build as good defenses as possible before anyone finds us, and hopefully we have selected a location that is suitably out of the way, but also suitably close as to be confusing and hard to find. I do know that it takes me quite some time to hit any of those barriers. There, if you fly to the... Ooh, spooky. If you fly out from spawn and you just go in a straight line, you hit this wall, and instead of just it being a wall like this, it's got all these ender particles, and when you run into it, it goes whoop and shoots you back over here. You don't take damage, it just shoots you out. And it's basically this way of keeping you from going too far. Probably to limit the save file size, but it's quite a distance from where we are in any direction. I mean, even like control flying, because this is normal flying speed, but if you hit control while you're flying, or whatever your sprint key is, then it accelerates you. It's boringly far from here to any of those edges, so I just hope we picked a good spot. But I need to finish this up. I'm rambling. I need to finish up the slabs on the bottom, get everything set up for the infinite water sources up here, and then just start bucketing all the way around to make sure I have all the edges completely done. And then it's time to continue work on the next stage, which this is getting dug down to house the lava. Once the lava's in place, then this will be getting filled with water. Also, both of these could be fixed up at the same time. This is just a matter of getting enough lava, which we are pretty close to enough lava to do it all at once. It's just a matter of one bucket at a time, and that's just shy of, well, let's see here, it's 15, 13 remaining from the stack, so it's 51 buckets of lava from corner to corner. So 50, 50, 50, and 50, so that's 200 buckets of lava all the way around, and it's going to go from bedrock, every other one all the way up. And that's a lot of buckets. So I need to get back to work, see how much time there is left today, and I'll talk to you in a bit. Alright, so we have a lot of people moving into a lot of these rooms. Oh, Absolute Zero. Oh, Absolute Zero. Who's over there? Got it. Yes. A bunch of progress today, too. And a lot of things have just happened all over the place. So I'm happy with all the stuff that's gone on. It's been fun and interesting and quite the experience, and hopefully we'll be able to last a while. I don't know if we will. It's apparently really quick when someone finds a base, and even quicker when someone decides to raid it. But hopefully we can get at least some defenses up to make it annoying for them to try to get in. But that's going to be for a future episode, so I'm going to let you go here. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please feel free to leave a message in the comment section below, and I will do my best to get back to you as quick as I can. If you like this video and you like what I'm doing here, please give a like. I do appreciate it. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe so you know when my future stuff comes out. But I am going to let you go. Thank you once again for watching. This is Thorn of Night on the Performium faction server, and I will talk to you later.